Welcome, everybody, to All About Articulation, where we do a deeper dive into the articulation of some of your favorite action figures while glossing over things like sculpt, paint apps, character history, accessories, because I suck at that, and there are so many great reviews on YouTube who do that already, so I don't want to waste your time. Today, we are reviewing, guys, well, a lot of reviewers have done this figure already, so I'm not going to tell you anything too new, other than basically professing my love for this figure. This figure right here, the Mafex, the Medicom Mafex Steel figure from the DC superhero universe. This right now might be my figure of the year. Okay, it's either this one or the V-Toys BMS Superman, Kingdom Come Superman. The jury's still out, all right? Anything could happen from now until December, but he's not just on the short list of best figures of the year, or best of, or top 10. He's in the running for my favorite figure of the year. That's how good he is. That's how good he is. If you want to get to the articulation, jump down to the description below. But I'm going to talk a little bit about it before I go on. And how much I love this figure. It's just beautiful. He's clean. Like, the way the light hits him, it's just... it's perfect. It's so freaking perfect. And right now, not sold out anywhere. You can get them pretty much anywhere. I see a lot of people selling them, you know, used, loose, out of the box, but in perfect mint condition on like a lot of like the Facebook and the Reddit groups and Twitter and Instagram, all the other toy groups. People are just selling them. I don't know why. He's not, I guess, as hard to find as like a Wolverine or a Mafex brown suit, yellow suit Wolverine, or what's another Mafex that's sort of adult Miles Morales. So you can still get them, and if you're into just good quality figures that articulate well, do yourself a favor, pick this guy up. He stands at perfect height too. Mafex did a great job on him. He stands at about 6 3/4, right? 6.75, 6 3/4, right there. So he's not like undersized like Thor was recently, which I passed on for that reason alone. I mean, like, you're Thor, you're 6'5", 6'6". Why are you standing shoulder to shoulder with, like, I don't know, Captain America or some of the other guys like Cyclops or whatever? And that's ridiculous. You should be tall. So I was a little bit hesitant, nervous before I opened him. I was hoping, oh gee, I hope he's not undersized. But I took him out, and he's just, size-wise, perfect. Scale, perfect. But what about his articulation? Well, let's get into it. Let me remove this hammer. So, first of all, let's talk about the cape. Wired cape, which, better than plastic. I'll give you that. I prefer just regular soft capes, cloth fabric capes, without the bendy wire, because of what always happens is that when wires always sticks out, you're not paying attention. You got a figure standing next to him on a shelf. You move him. Next thing you know, domino effect. You got 20 figures all knocked over just because of the stupid wire cape. But hey, anything is better than the plastic hard capes. You know what I mean? Those things I remove with the quickness, and I just swap them out for a soft cape like I did here. He's got 2 points of articulation in the neck, upper, lower. This is Mafex, so you know it's like this is almost like a foregone conclusion, like how good the articulation is going to be, and this one's no different. I'll just go over real quick, you know. But if you are familiar with Mafex, you've owned Mafex figures in the past, you know exactly what to expect. Just top-notch articulation. That's how far he looks up. That's how far he looks down. He's got shoulder pads, but he can still hit a Y pose. He's got the shoulder pads are removable. I mean, they're removable, but I'm not taking it off. He's got some butterfly joint motion, but just not a dedicated butterfly joint. He can, so using his butterfly joint, he can cross his wrists. I mean, how good is that? My goodness. Without even the help of me squeezing them together. bicep swivel, goes all the way around. We know how that works. Double jointed elbow, hits 45. And that's important to note because he's got this giant gauntlet on his left forearm. And even that doesn't hinder his elbow bend from hitting about 45, maybe 60, 45 to 60 degrees. The right arm, because it doesn't have that giant gauntlet, can hit a legitimate 45. He's got the multi-directional wrist joints. We know how that works. Beautiful. He's got 2 points of articulation in the abs. One upper, one lower. The upper ab doesn't move quite as much as the lower ab, but used in conjunction, he can get down this far, and he can extend his back that far. He does have drop down. Wait, does he? Yeah, he does. Wait, does he? Yeah, he does. He does. He's got drop down hips, although it's very tight, which I don't mind, but it does drop down. He can hit a. Oops. Well, now that you can see it, yeah. So see, there's the drop down. So yes, absolutely, drop down hips, and he can hit. He can't necessarily hit a split because of the trunk piece. The trunk piece is soft, so it's not going to hinder articulation too much, but it does stop him from going all the way down for a sideways split. He can kick forward that much. Again, the trunks sort of hinder it past that point, and he can kick backwards about that much. No dedicated thigh swivel, but he can open up his stance. He can articulate his hips to some degree. No boot cut, but he can. But 2 points of articulation in the knee. Bend his knee that far back. Great ankle pivot. And I just want to point out that the ankle joint is just a double ball peg and socket joint. And even with that, so as opposed to like the McFarlane toys ankle articulation with the omnidirectional joint, you can hit all types of it, all ranges. No problems with articulation with the McFarlane figures, but with Mafex, well, Mafex uses a hinge system, but in this one specifically, it does not use a hinge. The hinge meaning something like, let me grab Nightwing, for example. He's got that multi-directional ball joint hinge, so he can hit a lot more poses with the ankles. Not so with steel. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, this is one of my figures of the year. If there are any qualms, it's that this plastic, it's a little delicate. I had him propped up with a flight stand, and I had the flight stand clasp. This one exactly right here. I had these tongs, or whatever you want to call it, the clasp around his thigh, and it didn't fall. It didn't get knocked over. It didn't drop on the floor or anything. But I just noticed that after maybe a few days of that, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a dent now, right there. You see that? That is annoying the F out of me. Oh, it drives me crazy. All I did was just put a stupid flight stand on him. How can this be? And see that right there? That's the other side of him getting nicked by a flight stand. Golly. Now my eyes can never not see it. Every time I look at him now, I'm going to see that stupid dent. But whatever. He's steel. He's dented steel. Not enough to make me not like this figure. He's still in my running for figure of the year. You heard me. Figure of the year. Not best of, not top 10 list, not top 20 list, not honorable mention list. Figure of the year. The best figure I bought in 2023 might just be him. Have not yet decided, but do not be surprised in December and January when I make that video that he's going to stand on top of the mountain. Yeah, man, that's it. That's all I got to say about this guy. He's so good. He's a big, intimidating, strong figure who sizes well with just about anybody on the 6-inch scale, anyway. You know, you got Superman, taller than Superman, taller than Nightwing, taller than Fei Long from Street Fighter. And he's got good size and good girth. He's got gauntlets. He's got shoulder pads. He's got these big clunky boots. He's got a tube running down the side of both legs for some reason. And none of that affects articulation. He's better articulated than some damn near half-naked people running around. Naked figures running around. That's how good this figure is. That's how good a job Mafex has done. Alright? Okay, guys. Okay, I'm about to knock everything over, so I'm going to turn the camera off before I make an ass of myself. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.